Hey guys, it's me Prince, and today we are going to start AMM. So this is our third topic. We have already done Vault and Escrow. We have gone through the architecture diagram. We have gone through the coding part as well as the testing part. So today we are going to start our third contract, which is an AMM. So giving you a brief introduction about what exactly is an AMM. So or why do we need them? So AMM, you can consider AMM as an alternative to an order book. AMM basically stands for automated market makers. So why do we exactly need an AMM? So if you look under the hood of uh, any exchange that we have right now, or any decentralized exchange that we have right now, like Raydium, Jupiter, or even others, all of them works on a simple contract called AMM, or it may be some uh, modified AMM, but this is the simple technology that is working behind major company on Solana, just like Jupiter or Raydium. And what exactly this does is this helps, or this it facilitate trading, right? So let's say a user wants to trade USDC for Solana, or he has Solana and he needs USDC in return. Either he needs someone who has the opposite of what exactly he wanted. My bad. So he needs to go to uh, either a place which provides a facility of order book, where somebody will create an order for him, or he himself creates an order and his order gets filled. But you need an you need either a person to create that order or to facilitate that order, or you need an engine which will do that. So basically, to avoid this order book stuff, the AMM was created. So in an AMM, the price of the tokens are managed, or let's say they are facilitated by a mathematical formula, not by any engine, not by something else, but it is purely done by a formula. So what exactly is an AMM? An AMM is basically a pool of two tokens that lets user trade one token for another without needing a traditional buyer or seller. By traditional buyer or seller, what do I mean is that uh, let's say I want to buy something, right? Let's say I want to buy gold. Then there must be someone who wanna sell gold at that moment, right? And then only I would be able to buy gold from him, and I should have something that he wants in return. Let's say he's selling gold for his silver, for silver. He wants silver in back. But let's say I don't have silver, I have copper. Then that trade is not possible. But in an AMM, we already have a pool which consists of both tokens. It has, let's say if the pool is of gold and silver, it already has a certain amount of gold and certain amount of silver. Anyone, irrespective of the seller, if he wants to buy gold and he has silver, he can come to this pool and he can trade. We don't need traditional buyer, or we don't even need traditional seller. So in a simple or a layman term, an AMM is basically an advanced uh, pool of tokens where you can trade tokens without needing a traditional buyer or seller. This is the simple diagram which shows this is our pool, and this pool has two vaults. Basically every pool has two vaults in it, vault X and vault Y. So as we already discussed that the pool consists of two tokens. The trading is done between two tokens. So we have two separate vaults where we store two separate tokens. Let's say user A comes to our pool and he has 50 X tokens and he wants Y tokens. So there is a formula which governs for 50 X tokens how many Y tokens he will get in return. So this is our trade one. After like discussing the simple architecture of AMM, we'll proceed to the formula which rules the AMM. and we'll do all these calculations. So let's say this is our trade 1. After trade 1, the status of pool will change, right? By this what I mean, if user A trades in 50x tokens, then after trade 1 in vault X, the number of token would be increased by 50 and it will be 150, right? And in return, let's say if he gets some Y token, then token Y, the vault Y will be decreased, and the status of pool will change for trade 2. And for trade 2, if you notice, uh, right now vault has 100x tokens and vault has uh, 60 Y tokens in trade 1. In trade 2, there will be less Y token and more X token. So in this situation, this user will get probably even less Y tokens in return for X tokens. Why? Because in our pool, the supply and demand has changed. The supply of X has been increased and the supply of Y has been decreased. And in both trade 1 and trade 2, the demand for Y has increased, right? He also needed Y, he also needed Y. So this pool or the mathematical formula for ours will slightly increase the price of Y tokens and it might decrease the price of X tokens. Similarly, after trade 2, we'll have even more X tokens, because here we got 50 more, here we got 100 more. So we will already have probably 250 X tokens and less than Y tokens that we have here. Like in first trade, he'll get some Y token, in second trade he'll get some more Y tokens, user B will get. And after trade 2, the status of pool will change, right? We'll have even more X tokens. I mean, the supply of X tokens will be even more and the supply of Y tokens would be very less. So he is providing, if you notice, this is user C. So user C is providing 6 Y tokens into the pool and in return he wants X token. So if you notice, after if you're able to like imagine, after the second trade, our pool have like a huge supply of X token and very less supply of Y token. So he might get a lot of X tokens in return for very small amount of Y tokens. So this is how a simple mathematical formula governs the price of token in the pool, and AMM exactly works. So before we go into the mathematical formula that governs the AMM pool, we'll have to discuss one more thing, that is what kind of user or what kind of people visit an AMM. So there are two type of people. Either if you are a trader, you want to exchange your X token for Y token, you want to exchange something, then you come to the pool. Or let's say you are a liquidity provider. What do you mean by a liquidity provider? So liquidity provider are someone who has basically both tokens. Let's say you have X as well as you have Y, and you want to supply both to the AMM pool, and you want to earn some revenue on top of that. So you can also do that. As we already know that our pool has both X and Y tokens, so there should be someone, right, who has created this pool, who was the first guy. They should have provided the liquidity for the first time. There should be someone who supplied both X token to the vault X and Y token to the vault Y and started this pool so that other people can trade. So those type of people are known as liquidity providers. So what exactly they do? They have both tokens. So if you notice, the liquidity provider transfers both token X into the pool and token Y into the pool. And why would he do so, right? What is he getting in return? What's the benefit? So in return, he gets liquidity tokens, that is known as LP tokens. In every trade, let's say let's imagine for a while, right, he supply 100 X tokens and 60 Y tokens into the pool, and in return he gets some LP tokens back. Let's say he gets 100 tokens back. There is a separate pool of LP tokens where from every trade, let's say from trade 1, trade 2, trade 3 that was done by user ABC, from every trade a certain amount of fees is calculated and deposited into the liquidity pool of tokens, that LP tokens. So eventually the prices of LP tokens increases, right? So let's say if he gets 100 tokens back and the value for 100 LP tokens is $1 right now, after a certain time, after let's say so many trades, in every trade, let's say $1 equivalent of USDC is deposited into the pool, then after even after third or fourth trade, the price of LP tokens will increase. The 100 LP tokens would worth $105 or maybe more. So he earns some revenue by providing liquidity, right? And later, if he wants, he can also withdraw his liquidity and burn his LP tokens. So at that time, we'll transfer both token X and token Y back to the user and we'll burn the LP tokens. We also have a formula for how much LP tokens he should get in return when he provides liquidity. In this scenario, there would be two conditions. First one would be either this guy is the first liquidity provider, he is the one who creates the pool, then we can do like either most commonly used is root under X into Y, or you can also use X plus Y, doesn't matter. But the things what matters is from what exactly happened from second liquidity provider, second stuff. So after the pool is created, if you supply 20% of the liquidity that total pool has, then you would probably get 20% of LP token supply. So let's say our pool has 100 tokens and you supply 20 more X tokens, and in return the first LP guy gets 100 token, then you will also get 20% of 100, that is 20 tokens or something similar. One more thing to keep in mind while trying to provide liquidity to any pool is that you cannot disrupt the price of the pool. You're not allowed to do that. Let's say right now we have 100 X tokens and 60 Y tokens in the pool, right? So the price of X token would be 60 by 100 and price of Y token would be 100 by 60. In that case, what is the ratio of X is to Y? That is 100 X to 60, 100 is to 60, right? Which becomes like 10 is to 6. So you can never disrupt this ratio. When you are providing liquidity, you'll have to, or like pool calculate itself how much X token you can provide and how much Y token you can provide in return for how much liquidity you will get. And this is the same, right? The liquidity, even after you provide the liquidity to the pool, this ratio will remain same, 10 is to 6. You cannot disrupt that ratio, otherwise the problem it create would be the price of pool would change, and that will create an opportunity for arbitrage, or it will also trigger a problem. What kind of problem it will trigger? Let's say you supply too much X into the pool, so the supply for X increases by a vast amount and Y remains same, right? So if you notice, after that liquidity providation, the in pool we have like a lot of X tokens and very less Y tokens. So anyone can come, he can provide very small amount of Y token and he can take a huge amount of X token back. That means he can get X token very cheap. We don't want that, right? Let's say you are selling gold for silver. You don't want people to come to your platform and like take like a lot of silver and give you a very small amount of gold. It would be your loss. It would be loss for the people who are providing liquidity. You cannot do that. So the formula governs that too. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to calculate this and all. The formula governs everything. So later, like after the first LP, what exactly we do later? After the first LP, what exactly we do? We calculate the ratio, how much liquidity you are providing respect to the current liquidity in the pool, and we give back LP tokens, or we mint new LP tokens on the basis of that one, so that there won't be any price changes in the pool.